Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shift Podcast, Children's Edition. We have, I've just been corrected. They're not just children, it's Girls Edition, Preteens Edition, right? You're all preteens. Sasa leo tutachanganya lugha manake leo tumetembelewa na watoto wa kwa hiyo leo tunachanganya lugha kidogo. Ladies and gentlemen, the teenagers, leo tuko na all age groups. I am with beautiful princesses in the house. Shekinah is well known, so let's start with the mwenyeji wa nyumba.
Hi guys, as you all know me, my name is Shekinah from the previous video. Yes. I'm back.
Karibu sana Shekinah.
Thank you. Hi guys, I'm Jackie, but if you know me on TikTok, please follow and love you guys. Hi guys, I'm known as Shekinah's friend, Christabel, and I'm very thankful for Mom Shekinah to welcome me in this live channel.
Wow, that is beautiful. Christabel has always wanted to be part of this. Leo imefika, eh?
Thank you. As she said, if you know us, follow us.
Oh yes. If you know them, follow them. And they will also tell you their handles. Before we finish this, I'll give them an opportunity. Everyone will tell you their handles. So these beautiful girls have visited me today. So tell me, girls, do you believe everything in social media? I start with Christabel.
No.
You don't?
Yeah.
But you're in social media. In fact, sometimes I even call you.
Sometimes things that I watch in social media and I believe them, I go search them and Google if they're real or not. So not most.
But who says Google is real?
Eh?
Jackie's saying something. She's like, exactly.
See, Google can be AI in a different way, but it's actually a person's voice. But anyways, not exactly do I believe everything in TikTok.
You don't?
Because sometimes it can just be AI talking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, but now when you say AI, that's artificial intelligence, meaning it's something that has been researched. So it should have some ukweli in it, how?
But it can be like fiction, yeah.
Okay. Mama mtoto wa nyumbani, tell us, do you believe everything on social media?
I don't actually believe in everything in social media.
You don't.
Because sometimes sometimes they're not true. And when you go search in Google, sometimes they don't tell you the truth.
Okay, sasa me, today I am the parent, right? And I'm talking to warembo wangu, my princesses. As you know, I love you all. But I want you to be very honest with me today. Yeah? So you're saying you don't believe everything on social media. But how comes as parents, you're always complaining that you spend so much time on social media? So why do you spend so much time on social media, Jackie?
It's just that sometimes you can be bored or sometimes you can be the only child and there's nothing to do.
Okay, Shekinah.
Yeah. What was the question again?
Why do you spend so much, especially why do you spend so much time on social media?
Because when some parents tell you, go read a book, you don't feel like reading a book. But when they tell you, do this, do that, and you are doing it, but I don't even. For example, your parents told you, read a book, and you are reading a book. You just don't want to read the book again. Because they already told you what you are doing.
Oh, I know you're talking about me. I am your parent.
Some of the parents.
Okay, so some of the parents. Because I have that habit of telling you, read a book.
And I was from reading the book. So you're making me not to read the book.
Hey. Christabel?
Kwanza,
where I've had enough complaints about you and social media. You and your tablet.
It entertains me. Some of the things teach. Like, for example, I saw this thing. You see, like, the toothpaste that we use. You see there's like different colors. There's blue, red, dark, and green. Green means chemical and it's safe. Blue means green means it's safe.
Blue means it's chemical, then it's safe. Red means it's fully chemical, and black means you're gonna like. That's why
so
my
they
dad.
have.
Yeah, that's why my mom, whenever she used the blue one, she doesn't feel nice because she's not like.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
why the blue one
It's
has
not.
spicy
It's
and other
not. We
things.
call it. It's not health safe.
Yes,
Ah,
that's why
okay.
they have those.
It's not eco-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jackie, you spoke about sometimes you do it because you're lonely or you're the only child.
And there's sometimes like somebody can. I have two reasons to say right now. Sometimes somebody can make you mad, but then you can't take revenge on them because God said forgive and forget. But then
Okay.
this is how some other kids forget about it. Social media.
Oh, so when somebody makes you mad, you go to social media.
Yeah. Well, obviously not mostly people make.
Kwani sisi ambao tulikuwa bila social media hatujakuwa watoto wakubwa?
That was you.
Okay, that's Shekaina now.
I have the answer.
Okay, let's start with Shekaina, then we go back to you.
What was the question again?
Jackie, answer us first.
Yes, I was still talking.
Sasa wait. See, Jackie was talking and you picked the mic. Uh-huh.
Well, you guys didn't have some things, and we didn't have something. As like I saw this video that said, you guys we didn't have the things that you got, and you guys didn't have things that we.
Okay, Shekaina, you had an answer.
Yes.
Yeah, I asked why.
Why? Why what?
Why sisi tumekuwa bila social media? Why tumesoma mpaka tumefika huku? We have PhDs, we have nini. Mbona tumesurvive without social media?
We have things. You guys had things that we didn't have.
That's what Jackie has said.
Yes, and I have an answer to that.
Okay, so you guys have things that we didn't have. But now, those things that you have.
The things that you got, that us we don't have and you guys have. But dinosaurs.
Jesus, we had dinosaurs.
Yes.
Hey, did we have dinosaurs in our day?
Yes.
So
our days we had dinosaurs. Funny, how old do you think I am?
Well, you guys didn't have an option.
exactly.
Okay, we had options. We used to play hopscotch. We used to play shakes. Do you guys even know what those are?
But
We
I
used to
have an
play.
answer for that.
We used to play. What was it called? Rounders.
But in this African land, you guys had rounders.
Take the mic.
Okay, in this African land, you guys had hopscotch.
Of course, we had hopscotch. We had rounders. We had.
When we tell you guys to buy that, you don't want. You're
We
like,
don't
"You
buy.
have money, we don't-"
Hopscotch is a rope. Hopscotch. We actually draw it. No, hopscotch is the one that we draw.
I have an answer
In
for
fact,
that.
after this episode, I'm going to draw for you outside. Then you hopscotch and jump.
I have an answer for that.
I just use charcoal. In
it's
fact, let me
like,
tell you
wait.
what we used to do. We used to take charcoal. Mkaa huu wa kupikia. Tunachora chini.
Do we even
Unahesabu
have
1, 2, 3, 4. Shekaina, what did you ask?
Do we
Did
even
we
have charcoal?
I'm sure a neighbor, one of our neighbors has.
Wait, is hopscotch the numbers that you write 1, 2, and
Yes,
then
yes.
I know that game. We used to play it at school.
Long time in
I have
Kenya.
a question of what you answer. Oh my god. So that was you guys on the past, right? So the
Gosh,
reason
you
why
make me sound like a dinosaur. Like I'm 100 years old in the past.
the person who answered that the things why that the why we always stay in social media and we grow up because some of the things are like some of the helping things on social media, like some of the people before checkpoint starts, some of the people go and Google answers from checkpoint or
Can you
Google
imagine?
questions.
You people are Googling answers as we used to read. You study.
But what if you're absent
Jackie, what
and
did
you
you
don't
say?
have most of the things?
But you guys used to claim. Some of us here are in other types of school which you cannot claim.
You don't
And you
cram.
have to understand, not claim.
Wow. Hey, hata sijui niseme nini. Manake sasa mnanifanya nakaa ni kama nina miaka 100 zaidi. Sasa sikizeni, you guys, this social media things is making you people lazy. Who can cook tea here?
Me.
Oh, you guys can. Who can fry eggs? Who can songa ugali? I want honesty.
Who can?
Nani anaweza kasonga ugali?
But not like the energy.
Sasa unasonga ugali. Jackie, you can songa ugali? Can you cook for 6 people?
Yes, I can.
Ugali wa watu 6?
Maybe like
Ulipika nini ya watu 6 wewe kwanza Shekaina?
maybe rice.
Yeah, I can cook rice.
But ugali with this
I am
tiny
putting you
hands.
guys to test, all of you. Okay, how many of you made their bed this morning before you came for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Over my bed, and
Okay.
I've made it since
Okay, sawa. When was the last time you washed utensils, Christabel? Vyombo. Usinidanganye, nampigia baba simu sasa hivi.
Few weeks.
Uliosha vyombo lini mwisho, Christabel?
It was, I don't know, I don't remember.
You don't know, thank you. Jackie, when was the last time you washed
day
vyombo?
before yesterday.
I know your mom can make you wash. Kiki?
Yesterday.
Yes, because Dada was not there. You see, you girls, social media has really made you people.
But
Very,
other people are busy to learn. And
There's nothing busy to learn, you people. But wait, let
We
me take
still
my
have
juice.
school.
Let me just drink this first.
don't we have school, guys?
Jamani, leo napelekeshwa mbio. Napelekeshwa mbio, mnaona
Can we
tu.
change the subject?
And as we do this, hizi glasi mnaona hapa, the way they look like royalty, zini kwa udhamini mkubwa wa Vyombo Classic. Vyombo Classic wapo Dodoma. They have their social media handle. We will put it on our program. You'll see it. They have a Instagram page imeandikwa @Vyombo Classic. So please make sure you visit that page. This, you can see the beautiful glasses, Don't miss them.
you're welcome to buy them.
Shekaina ameongezea you're welcome to buy them. We were talking. Unaona sasa nikianza kugusa ile ndani, Christabel anataka nibadilishe topic. Tunaingia kwa usafi sasa. The world today, nyie watoto, because of social media, na sisi pia msitulaumu, we are busy. Tunawatafutieni hela za kujikumu. We have to pay your school fees, you know. We have to do this, we have to do this. But now you girls, if at all, now we got even wageni. Sasa tuseme kama sasa tuko hivi, we have the crew and we have you girls and we have Dada. Sasa tuseme tuambie Dada apumzike. Lunch leo, pilao, Jackie na Christabel na Shekaina wapike. Hiyo pilao itaiva?
Yeah.
I'll put you to test.
And by the way, I have something.
Say it, sweetheart. Shekaina, umekuwa prefect.
Sometimes I have 2 things. They're
Yeah.
very reasonable. Sometimes your parents, they want you to do something in the house. You do it. But then the house has too many stuff. You can literally see that it's clean. But then your parents do not see it's clean. What do? You sweep
Sasa,
nothing.
amna Jackie. If at all I'm your parent, nimekwambia Jackie, naona pale ni pachafu. I am seeing. That is why I'm telling you to clean it. Lakini
then-
unasema una sweep unapata hamna chochote.
Yeah, but then wait. I have
Kiki,
siblings.
relax.
I have siblings. I have a brother.
Yes, a very handsome boy.
Yeah. And another one. He can be sleeping, and then that other boy is the same age as me. He's sleeping. They sleep until, and then you sleep. Your mom goes and wakes you up. Okay. For example, that boy wakes up before you. He's in the living room to TV. You're still asleep. Your mom goes and wake you up, and then she tells you to do the chores. Why doesn't that boy who's awake before me do the chores?
Wait.
And then she's like, "Come on, do the chores." And I'm like, "Okay." Politely, she does it nicely. I'm like, "Okay." And one day I asked her, why couldn't he also do it? And she's like, and then started doing it. We started doing it together. It became fair.
Oh, so you see, you spoke out. That is another thing we have to talk
Have
about.
something else?
Wait, before you say that something else, you spoke out. It's very important to tell your parent how you feel so that they can also know this is how you feel. So you see you talked to your parents and they actually changed the things. Now, if you had kept it inside of you, you'd have felt like, it's only me who has to do this, it's only me who has to do that, it's only me who has to do that. But it's good you spoke out and you are hard. So number one, very, very important thing is when you feel like something is not right, don't bottle it up. Eh? Talk about it. Let people know how you're feeling. Let your parents know how you're feeling and they will act on it. Sawa. What was the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing is, this brother of mine
Uh-huh.
can be handsome,
Very handsome.
but not a handsome personality. First off, you can do the chores, and then he comes, come on, do the chores. I already did. He's like, are you sure you did that? I'm like, yes. Were you there? You were asleep first of all. He's like, yes. Never mind. I'll just.
He's
look
just
at
being a big brother.
Okay, fine. He's being a big brother.
Eh,
but the big
Christopher?
brother-
But that's annoying. What Jackie said, that's annoying. You were asleep. At least I did the chores when you were asleep. You can't be I don't know what judging me to do this. At least I did it. Be thankful I did it. Not judging.
Eh, That's big brother. Is not big brother.
No, big brothers. Let me tell you, I had two big brothers. Hey,
Had.
two big brothers, Bwana. Where is the third
had?
one coming from? Uncle Steve is younger than me. He's not a big brother.
You had.
Uncle Steve is younger than
had or
me.
you have.
Okay, now there are two. One of them is late.
Oh.
He passed away. So when I was growing up, I had two elder brothers. They used to make me do almost everything. And they would tell me, oh, see, I'm your big brother. I'm your big brother. Until I told my dad. And my dad, just like what your parents did. Yeah, so you need to talk so that they can know what is happening. So, mnajiteteaje kwenye chores?
Is that you don't have to do every chore.
Ulideki nyumba lini mwisho?
Not allowed to date.
Aya. Shekaina? Asema tu never. The last time ulideki ulikuwa wapi? Wapi?
I have.
When?
Here.
Nimuite dada nimuulize. Unajua
For me, it was last
atakutetea.
year.
For me, it was Newsy when I accidentally poured water everywhere.
That one you mopped the water you ulimwaga bwana.
You have to decorate the whole house.
I'm talking about kama sebule hivi.
Like the whole
Asubuhi
house.
unaamka unaanza kudeki nyumba. That's what I mean.
Oh, it was last year when my parents traveled. It was not asubuhi.
So let me tell you girls.
It was mchana. It was last year when my parents traveled.
Mhm.
I did. My sister, she was lazy and she didn't really like doing chores. She just liked staying in the TV. So when my parents traveled, I was the only one who's been responsible because my brother never left his room. He stays there. Whenever he eats, he takes everything. He puts them there. So I have to take everything that he puts them and take them back. And then
You're the one who does the cleaning.
yes,
But
I'm the
that's
one who
good, ain't
can
you?
take care of everything when my parents travel.
No one stresses you.
I have something to say.
Yes, darling.
About Christabel's issue. The dad that doesn't want to. It is maid.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a maid.
Okay, the maid is in the TV. Why don't you tell your parents? What is she paid for?
No, I already did. They removed that.
Wait. Let's agree. Let's first agree. Number one, the dadas are there to assist, yeah? Let's talk about dadas now. Let's talk about dadas. Do you have a dada?
No.
You don't have a dada? That's why you're doing house chores.
No, we don't dirtify our house alone.
You don't?
Yeah, because mostly it's only my maid.
That's awesome.
Because if I dirtify some place, I will clean it up.
You'll
And
clean
right
it up
now
yourself.
I have my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she just helps my mom around the house.
Mm-hmm.
I also help around the house.
That's good. Christabel?
I have two dadas.
You have 2 dadas.
I send her. She's like an angel.
She's like an angel. Yeah, she is, because you order her around, right?
No, I don't.
You don't.
I
So how
don't.
comes you don't help her with house chores?
I do.
Oh, you do.
I do.
Wow.
Every time when you travel.
Oh, so you only do it when I travel?
Yes.
No. So, okay, dadas are brought into our lives so that they can also be our help. So they're called dada because, like a sister, they should be like your big sister. So they're supposed to guide you in age and everything you do. But again, whenever you feel like this dada is doing something that is not right, or you feel like you're offended or anything, it's very important to tell your parent. Yeah? It's very, very important to tell your parent, okay, this 1, 2, 3. Not only dadas, but if you live with an auntie, you live with an uncle, and they did something you felt like, this is weird.
Okay, so let me say the truth. Dadas, all of them, they're very kind.
Not
Yeah,
all
which
of
is
them.
Yeah, some. But sometimes some of them can offend you. But then if you tell your mom, the dada has to lie. No other choice. Your mom believes them. And then it's okay because I am young. The dada has the more words. 'Cause some of us don't even know Kiswahili. So your mom can believe
So
them.
Kiswahili is a challenge.
Yeah. But then
Okay.
it's okay because sometimes the offendment cannot be that big. But then
The
sometimes,
offense.
yeah. But then sometimes it gets intense. For example,
Mm.
one day, like mostly I can't skip tea by myself when I was little. I couldn't skip tea by myself. If I did
Skip?
keep tea like
Or you can't pour tea on a cup.
I asked, and then I was in an online class. I asked my dad, can I have tea?
Oh, was that during COVID?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have tea. So there's this one cup that I'm not allowed to use. She kept it inside there. So that I'm not allowed to use this cup. I'll get in trouble. Can you give me on my cup? Like, why don't you get it yourself? Like, last time I got burnt. I can't do that. And then she was like, okay. I was like, okay, monkey. I was like,
Wow.
ish. And I kept quiet. And then she grabbed the
Wow.
tea and then she was like, and I was like,
So did you tell your parents about it?
no.
Exactly. Christabel, you have something
So
to say?
I am very comfortable to tell you this story because you're a mom, so I have to. So there was this one dada. She was like an old dada. She was like for 2 years. She stayed for 2 years. She was a witchcraft dada. Like,
How did you know she was a witchcraft dada?
Because everything she did, she told my mom, and my mom told me. Because I remember one day there was like this small clothes of my brother. I don't know, when he was 2 years old, those clothes. My dad was fitting on them, and then he was doing witchcraft. So my father had to go outside and take them, burn them in fire. We didn't see smoke. It was like it was not like, smoke is gray. We saw black, like black little things going, and then we knew he did witchcraft. One day, I won't say that one. That's just disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't say that.
So
one.
she did more she did witchcraft things. One day when my dad went out, and then when he came back, I was talking with my dad outside, like, let's pretend it's outside. And then we had somebody opening the gate. We didn't bother to go and check because we didn't think it was here. But
Mhm.
my dad came, and there was a copyright of her
Mhm.
for carrying her, and then there was another copyright of her inside.
Mhm.
Yeah, so many bad witchcraft things happened, and
Mhm.
that's why and I think that's why sometimes I always get angry for no reason.
You get angry?
Yeah,
No.
I don't behave like.
No, you don't behave because you're a teenager and you feel like, oh, you're preteen. You're not a teenager yet. We will
mom
discuss
still
that in a bit.
My mom treats me like child. I'm just
But you're a
imagining.
child.
I'm just imagining what if I become a teenager.
No, even me, I'm a child to my mother. So when I go
But-
there, she'll ask me, have you eaten? Are you hungry?
When she called me a teenager and I become 13.
Like,
Turning 13 is a number.
okay, I have something
Yeah,
to say.
13 is a number, right? So, yeah, Kiki, talk.
Both a number and both a
Okay, so what changes when you become 13?
It's it's not only that it changes when you turn 13. Sometimes you can just be born with anger issues.
Anger issues. How is a child born with anger issues?
For example, me. You can get angry for no such reason. And maybe it comes from your parents. Maybe your dad has anger issues. You cannot control his temper.
So you also as a child you tend to get that.
Yeah, I still do.
You have that. We should have some very good therapy sessions because you have to get rid of that
Well, I used to
anger.
have a friend who used to help me with that. That's why it's kind of low. It's low. It's kind of stopped at it.
We'll finish it, kabisa. We'll make sure it is finished, kabisa. So tell me, what is special about 13? You're all turning 12 this year?
Not me.
You're turning 11?
I already turned it.
Yeah, so you're turning 12 next year. Mhm.
Turning 13 is a big thing.
What's big about it?
Very big. No, it's not. It's not. Mostly, it's not good.
Why is it not good?
Because for me, I think it's not good because I won't have too much time to spend time with my parents.
Why?
I
Where
don't
will
think-
you go?
No, what if I like be big and then my parents go live their own self and then I live my
When you're 13.
When you're 13?
no. In 13 it's a big day. It's
Why?
Because you finally start being big and
But you
know
start
that
being
you
big
can-
from your...
you can be responsible with things and your parents just
Okay.
won't be responsible
Kiki.
responsible with things.
Kiki, what's so special about 13? Which was?
Responsible.
Just do it
And
again.
your parents
That's the same thing I wanted to say.
What did you want to say?
The same thing she said.
What did she say? What is special about turning 13? I want to hear from each and every one of you.
Like you. Let us.
Change 13. You finally become a half adult, which they always say a teenager.
Okay.
A teenager has a big opportunity of finally being older, so you can like do older stuff.
All the
Example,
stuff
go
like
to the-
what?
Okay, most of us go to the shop ourselves. Like for example, oh, you can go to an Uber yourself.
You can, at 13.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you save up money.
yeah.
Okay.
You can also have those 13 above drinks, something like that.
Oh, there are drinks that are 13 and above.
Yeah.
I'm learning that today.
it's
Wow.
true. Like some drinks.
Because I'm asking because I know all of you are excited
most of those
that I'm
drinks,
becoming a teenager.
wait, most of those drinks are not written 13 and above. It's just that your parents don't want to
Oh,
drink it.
okay, I get it. Like energy drinks, eh?
Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you can
that will
finally
still
be
be a
allowed
no.
to
What?
No, prime is for a 13-year-old, like and above.
Okay, Shekina, you want to
Even
say
energy
something?
drink, right?
Yeah, Shekina, you want to say something? No, it's about the energy drinks, Prime.
Some kids, like for example, above 12 or going up, you can drink prime,
But you
but
know,
you don't want me to. The first time I drank prime, I drank it when I was in Zanzibar with Leslie. Then I was like, can I please? And she was like, take anything you want. And I was like, let me go take prime. And then she was like, what is prime? Then I was like, it's just a drink that is going viral on TikTok and everywhere. She was like, okay, take it. I took
so
Prime
why
and
is
then
it
I
going
went
viral on TikTok?
because of the flavors or things, and then they come like in shoppers. There's this prime that's there's a gold prime, a pinkish prime, or whatever prime.
So, but you
And
just
that's
told me you
it.
don't believe everything in TikTok.
Prime is going
Have you
viral.
tasted it?
Yes.
How is
Prime
it?
is it's good. Like sweet.
What? Oh, so it's just like soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't have those bubbles, I think.
Oh, it doesn't have bubbles. You wouldn't see the bubbles because you're drinking it from a can, right?
Yeah. So
Mine is mostly
the
like
thing
a
is why it's viral is because it's KSI's and Jake Paul's, I think. And KSI and Jake
Is that
Paul are
somebody?
very famous.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
people.
Uh,
Okay. Heh. Okay, so this teenage, you guys are just finishing primary school. You're going to grade 7, which is junior high school. So how are you feeling about this?
Feeling free.
Free.
So like the free thing.
Why are you looking at your soda like that?
The only free thing is that you don't have to learn about adjectives. Like you have.
How do you know you're not going to learn about adjectives in high school?
Like something more different. And for example, like you have learned adjectives since at 3 and you keep on repeating it. It's so annoying.
Okay, Kiki, you have to say something.
Yeah, when you enter high school, it seems hard because you learn algebra, what those things and whatever things, physics. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like hard. I wish I could even go back to
Oh, so
stage
I can
one.
still take you back to primary.
Stage 1.
No, I can take you back to grade 6.
Yeah, as she said, it's hard, but you can get used to it. And not all the secondary thing is always fun and easy. Not all of them is hard and confusing. Some of them can be normally, like you can just be a normal, like normal lessons like how you had them in primary.
Okay, let me ask you something very, very. You want to say something?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The part of me being happy for going to Science 7 is that you're getting closer to finishing.
You're not finishing school. I have finished. I have a PhD, but I'm
No,
still
you're
going
just
for
getting
another
closer,
one.
like 7 more something. Like you're getting
Okay,
closer.
Kiki.
You're not even close. You're not even halfway there. You're not even halfway. You have to go to
As I
university.
said,
Wait.
there's 8 more
Wait.
years.
You have
Uh-huh.
to go to university, get a PhD, graduate.
No, first you get the first degree, then you get the
Yes.
second degree, then you get a PhD.
You see, many years till you finish.
But it's just that it's 8 years. It's like when you're 6, it was 9.
This
And
is
now it's
basic
8.
education. That's what you're talking
My
about.
mom is old that she still goes to school. So
Exactly.
It's not close.
Okay, let me tell you one
not
thing.
close.
Education is never finished. It's always going on and on and
But
on
I have
and
a
on.
question. The people that don't study, that don't go to school, and then they come and be as
Successful.
people. How?
Yeah, it happens. We all
pray.
have our destinies are all different, but
pray.
that's what we are talking about. That now, our destinies are all different. What God's plan for us all is different. Like the Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, I have the best plans for your lives. I plan to give you a future and to give you a hope.
Amen.
Plan for good and not for evil. So
Amen.
everyone, God has a plan for each and every one of us. But now our plans are different. Christabel's plans are different from Jackie's plans, and they're different from Shekinah's plans, and they're different from Mama Shekinah's plans. Yeah. So we can all be in one class, and 5 years to come, like I believe now, maybe some of you will be in CAMS, Kiki is changing schools, maybe Christabel is maybe changing school, maybe you're changing, or one of you will still be at CAMS, but you people will still be friends, right? Then after 5 years, you will not be in the same place. Yeah? You'll find maybe one of you is studying in the UK, another one is studying where. So your destinies have started shaping up. Then by the time in the next 10 years, God willing, you have a reunion, and one of you is a doctor, the other one is a lawyer, is studying to be a doctor, another one is studying to be a lawyer because you'll be in university then. And maybe you even meet in the same university again. I'll give you time. Maybe you'll meet in the same university again. Indio. So everyone's plans are different. Then you find that someone else didn't even go to school, but they're very successful. We know of people who actually dropped out of school, but they made it. They're billionaires, but they didn't even go to school. Others dropped out of class 6. But you can't do that because somebody else did it. Cynthia, you can't do that. Now, I have a question for you. I have a question.
for you.
So the questions come from me first. Okay, ask.
When you were young, were you like this intelligent kid? I want to know your grades.
Intelligent. Yeah, I was the top students in my primary school. I was a top student in my final. We did KCPE. We
So
schooled
if
in
I want
Kenya.
to study, I'm coming.
Huh?
Mommy.
No, in fact you're studying a very different system from where from what I
Not-
did.
You are not learning at international school.
No, I was in a local primary school, and that is why I keep telling Kiki here, thank God for the for the blessings in your life. Maybe I went to school. We used to call them mashule. Mashule. Because there in Kenya we say there's mashule, then there's school, and then there's school. Okay. Yes, there's mashule, then there's school, then there's school, then there's school. So mashule ni hizi shule za nini? No, not mbovu mbovu. Ni hizi shule za zinaitwaje hizi shule za all of the no shule za kata. Kayumba schools, we call them that. That is where I went to school.
What is Kayumba?
Shule za kata. We used to carry brooms to go and clean the class.
Oh, like that school.
Yes, and that's what I'm telling you. We used to carry slashers to go and slash the field, to cut grass. We used to clean our toilets ourselves. So I'm telling you, you should thank God for your lives. You should actually say every day. You should say, "Thank you, Jesus, for my family. Thank you for my parents. Thank you for the blessings in my life because of what we went through." Yeah. So I was going to ask you a question before Christabel asked me if I went to an international school. I didn't. Even high school, I went to shule ya serikali. I didn't go to a private school.
Did you still get beaten when you were in high school?
No, high school you were not beaten. Mics, if you want to talk.
Okay.
If you want to talk in the mic.
Okay. So
No, I didn't go to, no, primary we received beatings. Where we received beatings. I remember there was a day a teacher beat me until my hands swell.
So the question is,
Okay, you want to say something?
So I have what you said. So there's this time in a school in Kenya. I went to a school in Kenya. So there's this time. I don't know what I did. I was just sitting, being quiet, and then I asked the captain so that I can go to the washroom or something. And then when I came back to class, the teacher was there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the teacher was like, "Where did you go?" And then I told her I went to the washroom. And then the captain was like, "She never asked me permission." And I was like, "Why?" And I asked you permission so I can go to the washroom. The teacher took like a bamboo stick, a big stick like this. She blessed my hand, and then this hand cuts over here, and then it was like,
Oh, there's a splinter that
yes,
went in.
and then and then started bleeding, and then it turned grayish, greenish. Yeah,
Wow.
just because of that.
That's because of going to the washroom. Yeah, some schools
I
are
was
like
in
that.
grade
So you
4.
should really thank God for the life you're living now. Pole sana. Did I know of that? I was
You
not
were in
there.
Tanzania.
I was in Tanzania. Pole sana.
I went to tell Leslie. Then the next day, she went to the break.
Oh yeah, she did. That was good. Now, I want to ask you a question. You girls are becoming teenagers. How do you feel about the changes taking part in your body?
I didn't even start that.
No, not that other one. The hips are becoming hips, and you're seeing the chest is becoming fuller. Eh?
Check it.
I feel weird.
You feel weird. You feel weird. Christabel, how do you feel? Do you feel more like a woman? Do you feel more like a lady?
I just, but
You're
I don't know
okay.
if I don't feel uncomfortable. To me, maybe when I grow up and. 'Cause
No, you're
I
growing up.
remember when I was walking with my sister one day, and then these boys started calling us in the way, and I didn't feel comfortable because
They're so
yes,
pretty girls.
and I hate that. I hate
You shouldn't hate
that
it. You
about
should
that.
embrace it. We'll talk more about
If
that.
somebody
Let's hear.
kidnaps-
That's what?
The
No,
same-
not
the same
kidnapping.
thing that Christopher said. They said there's this time we were going to the shop. Then we were walking, and then we saw this man over here. They were like hi, and then I was like hi, and then they started
Looking
They
like that.
started looking as
Uh,
ladders.
uh.
And then I stood behind. I looked behind it, and I was like, "Wow!" And then I stood behind Dada, so I can protect her. Then we ran.
Okay.
And then
Okay, so I
when
want to tell you
when
something.
when,
Okay, Jackie has something to say.
So one day, me and my dad, we were coming for the show. So this man was like, "Hi," told me, and hi, and
Mhm.
then he told us, "What's your name?" And then I told him another name, and my dad also told him another name. And then I was like, "You guys are beautiful." And then I said, "Thank you." I started being polite, but then there was one thing that they said, and I can't say it. I think I forgot, but it was something bad. And then I told them something that made them keep quiet, and then made them go away.
Okay, now. When something like that happened, I wanted us to talk about that a bit. Remember that you're royalty. I always tell you, you see the way I even talk to you. Hi, my darling. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, baby. You know, you girls are royalty. And because you're growing and you're developing, you should embrace what you are. You shouldn't feel weird about it. For you to become, I'm very sure if I asked you what you want to be when you grow up, you'll say, I want to be like my mother, because you admire her, you admire how she looks, you admire how she does things. Yeah. So that is the process that it takes before you get to that point. And when you get there, it takes a while before you get there. But now, even when these people talk to you, you can be polite, as you said, you be polite, but just go. Don't stand, don't stop, don't look. Because this is a time people, the boys start admiring you and all that. And because you have those funny, there's some feelings that you feel in your body at times. Yeah. That is not normal. Like you say, you feel weird. It shouldn't be weird. But one thing I want to tell you is always, hold your ear. Always talk to your parents. Oh, okay? When you feel like something is weird, don't go to somebody strange to talk to them. Always talk to your parents. Let your parents know what you're feeling. Let your parents know what you're going through. Okay, who's your best friend, your mom or your dad? Thank you. Talk to your mom. Oh,
So the best friend of I play with most is my dad. But then the person that I talk to and I feel comfortable with.
and talk to your mom. In fact, your mom should be your best friend, because your mom, once upon a time, your mom passed through what you're passing through. Because she's a woman like you, right? So one day, once upon a time, she also went through this. Okay. When you feel like there's a hair that has grown here, tell her, Mommy, something. Yeah? If you see her something somewhere, you say, Hey, Mommy, are you seeing this? And your mom will talk to you about it. Okay. If you feel like, today I'm smelling something I've never smelled like before, talk to your mom. She also felt like that once upon a time. So I want you guys to embrace your beauty and know that you're beautiful. In fact, when you wake up in the morning, yeah, when you go to brush your teeth, you go like, you look at the mirror and you go like, Hi, Jackie, how are you? You're so beautiful. Nice to see you this morning. We want to start the day. You talk to yourself, and you remind yourself that I am beautiful. I am royalty. I am loved. I am appreciated. Don't forget that. Okay. Because if you don't tell that to yourself, then somebody else tells you, you'll think you'll now start feeling, hey, kumbe, I'm beautiful. But if you tell yourself that every day, in the morning when you wake up, you remind yourself how beautiful you are. When you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning, ujana also, like unaangalia unasema, hey, mi mrembo kweli kweli. Then you say, Hi, Christabel, I am beautiful. Yes, you're beautiful. And then you clean your face and you prepare yourself for the day. And you'll just feel very confident in yourself. And always, like Shekina asks me questions, pakana choka. Don't stop asking those questions. Okay. Ask. Okay, before we finish, anything else? Yes, baby.
How about those growing stuff?
Yes.
But what if your mom does, like, for example, you are going through those, okay? But then
Mike.
but then you ask your mom and then she tells you something. But then you ask somebody else and then they tell you something. So what if the things are not
Believe your mother. Who do you trust more? This other person or your mother? Thank you. So trust what your mother tells you. Don't listen to what people tell you. There's nothing that stranger out there will tell you that will be more real than what your mother who gave birth to you tells you. Sawa, Shekina, you have something to say? Christabel Shekina lifted her hand. Sorry, Jackie.
What if the other person is your sister? Who do you believe?
Oh,
Your
now
mother
if
or
you
your
have
sister?
a sister, cause you're even lucky you have a big sister you can talk to. Talk to your sister. It's even better when you talk to your sister.
Wait. What if she says a different thing?
Your sister can never say a different thing than your mother, because even when your sister, this is your big sister, when she was going through these things, she
told
talked to the mother. Even if it's not me, your big sister was lucky she had 3 mamas to talk to. So she either talked to me, or she talked to Mom Jackie, or she talked to Mom Carol. And both Mom Jackie and Mom Carol are my younger siblings. So I spoke to them when they were young. So they can always tell you the truth. Ah, yes. They passed through my
So
hands.
you're the history.
I am the historian of the family. But don't tell me I'm a centurion. No. I'm not a centurion.
I have. What if you don't have a mother and you only have a father?
If you don't have a father, there's always a possibility of you have an auntie, or there's somebody close to you that you can always talk to. But we thank God you have your mother and your father. Yeah. But for those who don't have parents, there's always that somebody that you can always click to as a mentor. Somebody, especially if you're a person who goes to church. In church, you'll find somebody. There's always in church there are leaderships. There's the young ladies leader. There's the youth leader. There's the pastor. One of these people. At least God will give you. Or for those who don't have, you can just pray to God to guide you to the right person. And God always answers prayers, right? So they will guide you to the right person. So, last word. Christabel, tell us your last word and tell us your social media handle so that people can follow you.
My last word is peace. Word peace.
Wow. And hey, Jackie, what do you have to say?
My last word is love.
What do you want to tell people?
That you should follow Marysan_16 and it will show Azidora _141.
Okay, that is a lot.
My last word is be careful to the people who you talk to.
Oh, thank you.
And yes, careful to the people who you talk to, and be appreciative for everyone around you.
Wow, that's nice.
And thank you, the Shift family, for inviting me to this
Podcast.
Okay, I have some.
Okay, Shekina doesn't have a social media handle yet. That is Dr. Susan for you. But soon she will have one. We've discussed it. And she had her final exam, so she couldn't have that. But soon.
I have something else to say.
Yes, Jackie?
Okay. I have a second last one. The only extra thing you want is extra love, extra happiness, and extra money.
Money.
Also follow RJ Love _141.
Who's RJ? Your junior?
My mom's account.
Oh, your
it's
mom's.
my account, but in my mom's. I have 2 accounts.
Oh, okay. All
RJ
right.
Love.
So don't forget to follow Princess Teddy with that bear emoji. Follow me, please. And I wanted to say, what Shekina said. What did Shekina say? Oh yeah, thank you for inviting me for the podcast.
Karibu sana.
And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. For the last time, don't forget to follow us in TikTok and in YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me and her.
Oh,
Thank
and what
you.
about the shift,
Okay.
dear money? I thought so.
Don't forget to subscribe and follow the Shift podcast. And thank you, Mama Shekina, for having me.
You're welcome.
Follow.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you
and
so
Mommy
much.
Shekina said that Shekina is gonna have a TikTok channel, right?
Yeah, soon.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
My name in that's YouTube or TikTok
Yeah, TikTok.
YouTube or TikTok account. My name is gonna be between in YouTube it's gonna be Kiki's World, and in TikTok,
TikTok.
it's gonna be Shaky's World.
Okay, so Kiki and Sheki.
We're gonna be dancing
All right.
with her in a
Sawa
TikTok
sawa
channel.
people, we thank you. And Jackie, Shekaina told me Shekaina and Jackie will be releasing a song soon. Hey, I'm waiting
Hope
to
you
hear
like
that
it.
song.
It's a Christmas song.
Now you're telling them. You should you should leave them pending. They shouldn't know what's coming.
There's also another song that can include in friendship. And
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Never want
So
to
we
be
have
included.
talent here as well. Let's watch out for these girls. Let's pray for our children. Let's guide our children. As you've heard, we've just had a easy conversation, but there's a lot. These are girls who are turning into teenagers. So wazazi tunahitaji sana 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 uwepo wenu watoto wanapokuwa.
Amen.
So please, 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 let's be our kids' guide. Let's be our children's mentors. As you can hear, they were asking if they can talk to anyone else. That is something I always say, no, no, no. Your parents, your men, should be your main mentors. So asanteni sana. This program imedhaminiwa na Vyombo Classic. Jamani, as I said, look at the glasses. Hapo zimeisha juice. They are that beautiful. So let's make sure we
fact.
visit for Vyombo Classic, and we'll see you next time.
And you get-
Asanteni.
And when you buy the Vyombos, you also get a gift.
Wow.
Yeah.
You had that.
Beautiful
You had Shekaina.
discounts.
Okay,
Very
people.
beautiful.
Asanteni sana. These girls don't want to finish. Asanteni sana.
1, 2, 3.
God bless you.
Bye.